Fuck me. That's the last time I go drinking the night before I need to record. So, you want to roll a commander? Well, here's what you need to know. Commanders guide their allies in combat, spending their own actions, and most likely some of yours, to give everyone else more. Now I hear what some of you are saying. Didn't we already have this? But I'm gonna let it slide because I like how this new version turned out and its existence reinforces my 4e comparisons. Also, the Marshal is more charisma based while the Commander... Paizo, can I talk to you for a second? Look, I know your whole design philosophy revolves around doing what 5e doesn't, and they made intelligence useless for anyone other than wizards, but enough is enough. There are now more intelligence-based marshals than casters, even when factoring in the classes that are only sometimes int-based. The novelty has worn off. Can we please get a wisdom-based marshal or something next? Well, fuck me, I guess. Anyway, first thing you need to know is that commanders carry around a banner that makes your party braver when it's out and scares the tits off them if it breaks. Recommended house rule, you are allowed one Iwo Jima joke per session. It was only funny the first time, Jessica, but you brought beer last session, so I'll let you have that much. Plant it in the ground to extend the aura's range and provide temp HP every turn, or chuck it for the same effect plus scaring the tits off of anyone who tries to break it. Tits are coming off one way or another. But maybe you'd prefer to keep your banner on hand, in case you want to heal your party, reduce any frightened values, give them resistances, or speed everyone up. Your banner is so integral to your character that both of your capstone feats utilize it, either giving it more range and passive benefits, or filling your comrades with a burst of vigor for one last push to victory. Mostly though, your banner and its aura are used to determine who gets to benefit from your tactics. That thing where you give actions to allies I mentioned earlier. You choose from a set list to add to your folio, then you choose a few from that folio to prepare each day. Which ones are worth taking comes almost entirely down to party composition and cost-benefit analysis vis-a-vis action economy. Not only are you spending actions signaling allies to use the tactic, they typically have to spend their own reactions to execute said tactic. You can mitigate or even negate this expenditure depending on your build, but it's still a factor to consider. Your starting tactics are grouped into two categories, useful and filler. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who am I kidding? It's the internet. You'll correct me even if I'm right. But combat positioning isn't all that important in Pathfinder 2e. 12 extra actions for a 4-man party doesn't mean much when the most you can do with them is the cha-cha slide. As for the tactics you'll actually want to consider, there's the one everyone is going to take, and a few that, again, vary greatly in usefulness depending on your party comp. Do you have a gunslinger? How about a rogue? How about a tank that somehow didn't have enough actions to raise their shield last turn? Just pick which party member you find most attractive, and pick whichever tactics let you simp for them the hardest. Expert tactics are where things start to get interesting. Make healing potions useful. A bonus spell casting with extra steps. Cut a dude's pants off, but maybe buy him dinner first. Master tactics up the ante a little further. Turn your party into a firing squad, charge in and hope the baddies shit themselves, or just jump a guy. Finally, you get your big once-a-day finishing moves, like building a makeshift ballista, becoming even more of a firing squad, or healing by bathing in the blood of your enemies. It might all seem a little daunting at first, but once you find the right combination of tactics for your party, the hardest part of using them will be coming up with excuses for why you should all be allowed to have reactions at the beginning of combat. Lastly, I present to you my two personal favorite little abilities buried in the class feats. First is an animal companion that counts as an extra squat mate, complete with its own bonus reaction and ability to carry your banner. As it progresses, it can expand your banner's aura, use reactions without being commanded, and even gains access to a unique specialization that doubles your banner aura and turns it into a talking magical beast. Somehow. The other, which might be even better than the animal companion, is a pair of attacks that make whoever hits that target next hit even harder. Both attacks can be upgraded to make the target take extra damage or let whoever makes that next attack roll twice and take the higher result. Imagine landing one of these, then using one of your tactics to look at your fighter, barbarian, or rogue and say, "Get him." Before I go back to nursing this hangover and leave you all to make your own combination tactician cheerleaders, a word of advice. Because you're basically giving your turn to your teammates, Commander players need to fully adopt the support mindset if they want playing this class to feel good. Their damage is your damage. If anything you do gives an ally an extra attack, turns a hit into a crit, or even just keeps them up and swinging for another round, that is your victory no matter who's rolling the dice. And if that sounds like a bucket of hot donkey piss to you, I want you to go out and thank a support player today, because they don't get nearly enough appreciation, and sometimes it's just nice to hear, okay?